Verse 68. He will then attain the Samadhi called Maya-like, the will body, the psychic faculties, the self-mastery, the various powers belonging to the mind. This Samadhi known as Maya-like was mentioned back in verse 16 in video 17. It seems strange to call any Samadhi Maya-like, given that Maya is the force of delusion. But this Samadhi is the Samadhi which arises from our enlightenment practice, which is what has been described in previous verses. It is Samadhi which arises from not investing in conventional reality. And we're always being called upon to invest in that reality. So there's always this opportunity. To come back to Samadhi once we realize the pull of that investment. So it's Maya-like in the sense that it's built on Maya. Maya gives us the opportunity. This Samadhi has an affinity for Maya, the affinity for using Maya as a way of reinforcing itself. So this Samadhi is attained along with the will body, the psychic faculties, the self-mastery, and the various powers belonging to the mind. It's like we turn into some kind of superhero now, don't we? And in some way this is true, but not in any obvious way. This is a good opportunity to address this matter. Realization isn't simply realization, because realization can happen in a very quiet, almost imperceptible way. It doesn't come with lots of fireworks. It doesn't come with some kind of angelic Buddhist host in attendance, with all the deities of the various heavens rejoicing. It's quiet, almost imperceptible, and it's sometimes difficult to appreciate. And appreciation of it is part of subsequent enlightenment practice. And a great deal of Buddhist texts, a great number of the Mahayana texts in particular, are about appreciation of enlightenment. But that appreciation can never be great enough. It can never be great enough to express the significance of enlightenment. But that's not to stop you from trying. Whether it's building massive Buddhas, massive temples, or writing these wonderful descriptions. So enlightenment is spoken of in the most extravagant terms that we can find. And these terms will be applied in the form of the one who has realized enlightenment. So the Buddha will be described as having various auspicious marks, various psychic powers, beautiful, wonderful bearing, composure. So this is good. It's good to appreciate enlightenment. But in doing so, it can become, or it can appear to become, such a rarefied, magical, divine state, so far removed from where we usually are, that it can seem impossible to realize. So there's a double edge here. in appreciating enlightenment, and there's been 2,500 years of appreciation, enlightenment can become something which is impossibly remote. So we have to take these descriptions of psychic faculties and various powers with a pinch of salt, really. Perhaps there are psychic faculties, perhaps there are various powers, but they are only expressions of enlightenment and shouldn't be appreciated in their own terms. So there's something here called the will body. And this is the will to enlightenment. It means no longer being caught up in Maya, in samsara, no longer wanting to be caught up in it, having realized that nothing is ever born, as it said in the previous verse, and that there's full acceptance of this, and with that comes a particular kind of peace. Then we're no longer allowing conventional reality to siphon off our sense of being. And this is self-mastery. And these are the various powers belonging to the mind. And this is mind with a capital M. This is the mind of suchness.